Star Trek actor Robert Picardo continues to destroy his own reputation. He is now calling for President's Day to be canceled because the justice system has been canceled. You can't make it make sense. It is totally absurd. It is totally unhinged. It is devoid of logic and reason, and it's patently false. It is patently false. But let's get into this right here. I wrote this up over at phantompulse.com. You can find the link in the description below. And this is what Robert Picardo wrote on Blue Sky. He wrote this on X as well. But he said, being that papers, straws, the Gulf of Mexico, and our justice system have been recently canceled, let's cancel President's Day. That is what he posted. That is his virtue signal post for February 16th. Cannot make this stuff up here, folks. So just to be clear, President Donald Trump did get rid of the Gulf of Mexico. He posted this. This is a proclamation on February 9. Today, I'm very honored to recognize February 9, 2025 is the first ever Gulf of America Day. On January 20, 2024, I signed Executive Order 14172, restoring names that honor American greatness. Among other actions, that executive order required the Secretary of the Interior to take all appropriate actions to rename as the Gulf of America the U.S. continental shelf area bounded on the northeast, north, and southwest by the state of Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, and extending to the seaward boundary with Mexico and Cuba in the area formerly named as the Gulf of Mexico. So he did change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America in the United States. Now, obviously, in other areas, it is still called the Gulf of Mexico. Mexico still refers to it as the Gulf of Mexico, but in the United States, it is now the Gulf of America, officially, by the government. As far as paper straws, this was on February 10. So whitehouse.gov. This is ending procurement and forced use of paper straws. By the authority vested in me as president, by the Constitution and laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered. An irrational campaign against plastic straws has resulted in major cities, states, and businesses banning the use or automatic inclusion of plastic straws with beverages. Plastic straws are often replaced by paper straws, which are non-functional, use chemicals that may carry risks to human health, are more expensive to produce than plastic straws, and often force users to use multiple straws. Additionally, paper straws sometimes come individually wrapped in plastic, undermining the environmental argument for their use. It is therefore the policy of the United States to end the use of paper straws. So he did end that. He did end paper straw use by the federal government. He renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. But the idea that the justice system has been canceled, it is totally absurd. It is false. It is not true whatsoever. And Robert Picardo, there's absolutely no way he can actually defend that because he's just simply lying. Simply lying. And shame on him. Shame on him for lying. And for doing this, because all it is a political stunt. All he's trying to do is sow discord and division. And it's just petty and shows that he's an absolutely unserious individual. But he's no stranger to making such comments. He's been doing this for years now. Back in November, he said this: Trump has threatened to terminate the Constitution. Terminate the Constitution. I mean, again, just completely making absurd statements, trying to get his followers to buy into the ridiculousness of what he's posting. He said this in October. He wasn't even just going after Donald Trump. He's going after Donald Trump supporters, saying Donald Trump supporters thrive on fear-mongering, calling Kamala Harris a communist because she values working people and poor people over billionaires. Trump wants to appoint a vaccine conspiracist and medical moron as some kind of health star. I assume he's talking about RFK Jr. I am appealing to voters who value science-based health care over ignorance. Science-based health care. Okay. I think we all saw enough of what science-based health care looks like during COVID. You want to talk about fear-mongering? Look at all the fear-mongering that happened during COVID. The people are still living in fear over what the government did to them during that time. Various levels of government, not just federal, state, local, etc. Science-based. Get out of here. None of it was science-based. February 11th, just about a week ago, he tried to claim that Elon Musk is the president of the United States, saying, I hear the president had an impromptu press conference today. Donald Trump was there too. And then he tries to crouch this in like, oh, I'm just making a joke. It's just a joke, guys. It's just a joke. No, you're being totally serious. It just shows you as the absurd individual that you are. Because he says everyone at X has a sense of humor, right? Yes, except you weren't joking. This is clearly a media campaign that they're running. Elon Musk and Donald Trump have actually addressed it in an interview, noting how patently obvious it is that they're trying to drive a wedge between them with this idea that Elon Musk is president. So no, you're not joking. You're just lying again. So as for President's Day, we do have a little bit of a brief history here if you care about that. It was originally celebrated as the birthday of President George Washington and was celebrated on the 22nd of February. However, in 1968, the U.S. Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Bill, which moved many holidays to Mondays. It was during this time that there was debate on whether the holiday should remain Washington's birthday or be renamed President's Day. Congress chose to keep Washington's birthday, so it was actually the official holiday is still Washington's birthday. Nevertheless, due to various marketing campaigns from commercial businesses, car dealerships, etc., jewelry stores, you see all the ads, right? The term President's Day was popularized. And that is kind of how people refer to it now, right? It's called President's Day. But that is what Robert Picardo, Star Trek veteran, had to say. Totally melting down. None of this stuff is going away. This is more evidence of this. These people are still here. These celebrities are still going to be pushing this stuff. If you don't think this isn't going to be still in the movies, the television shows, the video games, etc., it is, because these are still the people that are performing in these shows. They're performing in these movies. They are performing in these video games, and they're making this stuff. Now, obviously, Picardo is obviously getting up there, but he still is involved in a lot of this stuff. But it's not going away. It's not going away anytime soon. We have to continue to fight against this stuff. But let me know what you guys make of what Robert Picardo had to say here about the justice system being canceled and his call to cancel President's Day. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth.